Now, good morning, students. Today we'll start the part 2 of the respiratory system. We have already studied the part 1 of respiratory system in the previous PPT. In this, we'll study the pneumonia, and only lobar pneumonia is covered in this PPT. Now come to the topic pneumonia. What is pneumonia? Pneumonia is defined as acute inflammation of the lung parenchyma distal to the terminal bronchioles, which consist of respiratory bronchioles, alveolar ducts, alveolar sacs, and the alveoli. Now the pathogenesis of pneumonia. The microorganisms gain entry into the lungs by the following routes: inhalation, aspiration, by the hematogenous spread, or by the direct route, that is spread from adjoining site of infection. Now the important topic, that is the classification of pneumonia. We'll classify pneumonia on the basis of anatomy and on the basis of etiology. On the basis of anatomy, pneumonias are classified into three main types. The first is the lobar pneumonia. Second is the bronchopneumonia. It is also called lobular pneumonia. And the third is the interstitial pneumonia. On the basis of etiology, pneumonia is classified into bacterial pneumonia and the viral pneumonia. Bacterial pneumonia is further classified into lobar pneumonia and the lobular pneumonia. Now the viral pneumonia. Viral pneumonia is classified into Pneumocystis carinii pneumonia, Legionella pneumonia, aspiration pneumonia, hypostatic pneumonia, and the lipid pneumonia. Bacterial pneumonia. Bacterial pneumonia of the lung parenchyma is the most common cause of pneumonia or consolidation of one or both lungs. Two types of acute bacterial pneumonia are distinguished. These are the lobar pneumonia and the bronchopneumonia or the lobular pneumonia. Now, what is lobar pneumonia? It is an acute bacterial infection of a part of a lobe, the entire lobe, or even two lobes of one or both lungs. Etiology. Based on the etiological agent, microbial agent causing lobar pneumonia, the following types are described: pneumococcal pneumonia, staphylococcal pneumonia, streptococcal pneumonia, and the pneumonia caused by gram-negative aerobic bacteria. Another important part of the lobar pneumonia, that is the pathological changes. Lineck has described 4 sequential pathological phases of lobar pneumonia. The 4 stages of pneumonia are stage of congestion, stage of red hepatization, stage of gray hepatization, and the resolution. This diagram depicts the 4 stages of lobar pneumonia. Studied carefully. Now the first stage, that is the stage of congestion. It represents early acute inflammatory response. The affected lobe becomes red and heavy due to vascular congestion. Proteinaceous fluid, abundant neutrophils, and many bacteria can be seen in the alveoli. It lasts for about 1 to 2 days. Now the second stage, or the stage of red hepatization. The affected lobe becomes red, firm, and acquires liver-like consistency. The proteinaceous fluid transforms into fibrin stands with marked cellular exudates of neutrophils, extravasation of red cells which give red color to the consolidated lung. It lasts for about 2 to 4 days. The third stage, or the stage of gray hepatization. The affected lobe becomes dry, firm and grey due to lysed red cells. Neutrophilic cellular exudates decrease due to breakdown of inflammatory cells, and macrophages are now seen. Microorganisms load also reduces. It lasts for about 4 to 7 days. Now the fourth stage, or the stage of resolution. Due to enzymatic action, fibrinous matter is liquefied and the lung aeration is re-established gradually. Macrophages are the major cells in the alveoli. There is a progressive reduction of fluid and cellular exudates from the alveoli by way of expectoration and lymphatic drainage, leading to normal lung parenchyma in over 3 weeks. This chart describes the 4 stages in short. Now the complications: organization, pleural effusion, empyema, lung abscess, metastatic infection. The clinical features of lobar pneumonia. The onset of lobar pneumonia is sudden. The major symptoms are shaking, chills, fever, malaise, with pleuritic chest pain, dyspnea, and cough with expectoration, which may be mucoid, purulent, or even bloody. Clinical findings are tachycardia, fever, tachypnea, and cyanosis. The blood cultures are positive. There is marked neutrophilic leukocytosis, and the chest radiographs show consolidation.